Hi, I'm Trishan, guest reviewer for the Spotlight Movie Minute. This week I watched the French film Amour. Michael Haneke's Amour charts the final act of George and Anne, a couple of retired music teachers facing encroaching death. Haneke begins the film with an overwhelmingly sad flash-forward sequence that impacts your reaction to everything that follows. George and Anne, brilliantly played by Jean-Louis Trintignant and Emmanuel Riva, are a well-to-do couple in their 80s, living in a handsomely furnished Paris apartment with a baby grand piano. One day, Anne suffers the first in a series of strokes, accompanied by progressive dementia, and loses not only her ability to play the piano, but her very sense of self. It is of this tragedy that the real theme of the movie arises: love. We see George lovingly care for Anne through trying circumstances, and the burden only gets heavier as after the first stroke, a mortified Anne makes him promise never to put her in the hospital again. George is therefore left to be Anne's primary caregiver as she gradually becomes less mobile and less lucid. The absence of their grown-up musician daughter Eva, played by Isabelle Rupert, seems to be Haneke's ever-so-slight criticism of the younger generation. Though Eva is clearly quite upset by the situation of her mother's deteriorating health, she does quite often manage to make the situation about her. The acting was superb, whether of Jean-Louis Trintignant, who embodied fair, tenderness, and unconditional love, or of Riva's resistance to the rituals of dying, the farewell postcards and the last visits. They bring to life the grim realities of aging and dying, but somehow manage to do so with a softness and elegance. Haneke's tender but unsparing delivery of 2 hours of watching a woman die were masterful. His genius execution was evident in the absence of the frills. The entire movie happens inside the apartment, and the only scenes you see of the outside world are through the sheer curtains, and yet you cannot look away. I don't know that such a slow-paced movie would be a box office hit, but that isn't because it wasn't brilliant. Amour forces us to face the inevitability of aging and death and the highly probable indignities that may accompany both. This drama is all at once tender and terrifying, intimate and cruel, but this emotionally harrowing film exhibits extraordinary elegance and intelligence. I give Amour a Spotlight Movie Minute rating of sell-off. Now remember to join me in Season 2 of Spotlight, coming soon.